Hello, and welcome to the Piano Lessons for Parents podcast, the practice edition. My name is Dr. N. Mason Conklin, and I'm here to help you help your child succeed at the piano. In just a few minutes a week, you can learn the basic musical concepts that will help you supervise and evaluate your child's practice time at home, and learn some tips and tricks to help your child make the most of that at-home practice time. In today's podcast, we're going to talk about developing a healthy technique at the very early stages. And what we're going to be talking about is making sure your child is using big arm motions to play the piano. When we get kids at their first piano lessons, they have this idea that piano is all about wiggling the fingers. And later on, wiggling the fingers is a very important part of playing the piano. It's a part of getting fluid scales. It's a part of getting really fast passage work. But at the very beginning, we have a very specific task that we want to go about with your child and them learning how their body is used at the piano. And the task we want them to learn, the concept we want them to learn, is that the arm weight, the whole arm, is transferred through the finger into the keyboard. And the way we do that is by encouraging large arm muscle motions. So, I'm here at my piano in my office, and what I want to show you is those large muscle motions. So I get set up. I'm going to play a piece called Let's Get Silly from the Hal Leonard Piano Lessons Book 1. And as I play this, notice how much my forearm is moving. I am moving my arm up and down for every note that I play. And what I'm doing is I'm lowering the finger that's going to play, and I'm aiming for the note. And I'm moving very large muscles, like this. It's a large lever. And if I could show you, what I'm doing is I'm lowering the finger, and I'm coming up and down on the notes that I want to play. When I change notes, I change the finger that's lower. And what this does is it helps the students begin to understand that there are structures in the hand that can transfer the weight of the arm into the finger, into a strong finger. What you'll see mostly with beginning students is this: splayed out hands, and they'll touch the note that they want to play, and they'll mash it. Okay? This is kind of close to large arm motions, but we would really like to see them develop this ability to drop into the key with a round, strong finger. Like this. Here's another thing you'll see from beginning piano students. And again, this reflects their thought that piano is all about wiggling the fingers. They'll keep their hands really still, and they'll try to move the key only with their finger muscles like this. In fact, most of them will keep their arms very rigid, trying to stabilize a platform from which these muscles can move and work to actually press the keys down. Okay? And what this takes out of piano is the concept that the whole arm can play the note. Okay? Now this is the very beginning of a healthy, solid technique. From here we would go on to connecting notes, probably in just 2-note slurs. But again, we're focusing on at least the first note being dropped into the keyboard. So as you watch your children practice, encourage them to make those large arm muscle motions. One of the games that we play to help develop this concept when we're introducing finger numbers is the helicopter game. We have them make a helicopter. See, their hand is kind of round and egg-shaped like the cockpit of a helicopter. And then they lift the helicopter off, and then the helicopter lands. They lift the helicopter off, and the helicopter lands. Then we have them lift the helicopter, lower landing gear 4, and land just on that one landing gear, just that one finger. Then we'll have them change to landing gear number 3, their finger 3, and land on that one finger. Later on, we move to touch and goes, where we call out 2 or 3 fingers, and they land and take off in succession. So I might say, okay, touch and goes, 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2. And you can do that with the piano pieces that they're playing. For example, Let's Get Silly starts with 4, finger number 4 notes. So you can say, okay, touch and go, 4, 4, 4, 4. And look for those lift-off and landing moments. Next is 3, 3, 3, rest. Rest. Okay, that's it. Make sure to tune in next Monday and we will talk about, what will we talk about? Episode 13 is on dynamics, indications in the music that tell you how loud or soft you're supposed to play. So tune in Monday and learn about dynamics. I'll see you then.